You heard? What's up? It's your boy Sean. Today we're gonna be reacting to some Diddy shit. The video say the judge denied his bail or some shit like that. I heard he offered $50 million, his Miami house and his mama Miami house. So he basically offered around $60 million, I think, and still got denied. God damn. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, turn on post notifications, comment some bullshit, send me some shit to react to, and yeah, gonna get right into it.
In just the last few minutes, that a federal judge is now refusing to grant Sean Diddy Combs bail. Instead, he's going straight to jail tonight after Diddy pleaded not guilty to charges of sex trafficking and racketeering. Want to show you some of these brand new court sketches coming into us, like literally in the last 90 seconds. This is Combs in court after prosecutors arrested him at a hotel in Manhattan. It's where he's apparently been living for weeks, according to what a person familiar with the move tells NBC News. All of it a tipping point now in that sprawling federal investigation into the superstar's alleged years of sex crimes dating back to 2009. As we're just getting in some new and deeply disturbing details about the allegations against him and what looks like a massive criminal operation, allegedly. At least 50 victims and witnesses so far. And at the center of it,
50?
These hours and days-long sex acts known as, in their words, freak-offs that Combs supposedly orchestrated.
You having days. They said days with an S. Long freak-offs? What's up with your freaky ass? I also heard that you had a thousand bottles of baby oil and lube. Well, you a freaky ass nigga.
To abuse his victims.
Combs allegedly planned and controlled the sex performances, which he called freak-offs, and he often electronically recorded them.
Prosecutors say Combs punched and kicked his victims to try to keep them under control. He'd also, they say, filled them up with drugs like ketamine and ecstasy for long periods of times, even using incriminating records to try to manipulate his victims. Prosecutors say they discovered this wide range of evidence against Combs in several raids. They found things, they say, like AR-15s, narcotics, more than 1,000 bottles of baby oil and lubricants. We should note here that an attorney for Combs says that he, I'm quoting here, will fight this with all of his energy. His team is already planning to appeal the bail ruling, meaning they will be back in court tomorrow, as Combs has, as we mentioned, pleaded not guilty. We've got team coverage. Laura Jarrett standing by with the legal analysis piece of it. But I want to start outside court with Julia Ainsley, because, Julia, this went fairly late into the day. I know you've been at the courthouse as a judge, as we've just learned, is denying this request for bail. Explain why that is and what else we've learned today.
Yeah, that's right. We were in there for about 2 hours as the Justice Department from the Southern District of New York laid out their case, very similar to what you saw in the indictment, saying why he should not be released, because they say that he is a flight risk, he could leave the country, and also that he has a history of obstructing justice. They also pointed to how serious these crimes were, that with previous allegations of sex trafficking like R. Kelly and Jeffrey Epstein, the judges also denied bail in that case. But his defense laid out a very...
This don't got shit on R. Kelly case, my boy. If they free him, they better free R. Kelly, cuz. Look what the fuck he was doing compared to what... I know R. Kelly did some fucked up shit. I ain't saying R. Kelly is right for what he did. But if they free Diddy, they better free R. Kelly, bro. They better give R. Kelly a bond. That's what I'm saying.
Very lengthy rebuttal to all of that. We heard them say that this is different from Jeffrey Epstein and R. Kelly because there are no minors being alleged in the indictment here. They also say that these acts were consensual, and they point to victim number one, who's named over and over again, who they say is someone within a 10-year relationship with Combs that was toxic but consensual. They said that this person actually tried to sell this same story as book rights to Combs to try to get it out of the media's eye, but instead, when he refused, then this civil lawsuit came up. But the judge ultimately said that he could not be released because he is a danger, he has a history of substance abuse and anger issues, and she really drilled down on the fact that after those civil allegations came out last November, he talked to multiple women who he knew during that period and who he apparently tried to change their narrative so they wouldn't go forward and continue testifying or being witnesses to some of these acts that were alleged in the civil complaint and then were again put in the indictment today. And so she said in order to keep that from happening and really to end sex trafficking, since that can happen behind closed doors, it was best to keep him detained without bond.
Julia, it is, I think for a lot of folks, they will find this stunning considering that Diddy, right, Sean Combs, has been previously one of the most successful music superstars in the world. Just a year ago, he was handed a key to New York City. Now here we
are. Like she said, just a year ago, you was handed the key to New York City. I don't listen to your music, but I know people listen to your music. You got all these fans listen to your music. You done made all this money. And you sent her doing God knows what behind closed doors. And then recording it too, not thinking the shit was gonna get out. Your stupid ass.
After months of this being out in the public, these allegations being made public, his denials, he's potentially facing 15 years to life in prison. What does the timeline look like here?
Well, we understand that tomorrow they'll try to appeal the judge's decision. His defense will do that tomorrow at 3:30. They'll meet again next.
15 years to life is crazy. He got 2 charges that I seen on the Shade Room. I think 2 charges they can give him up to life. Record steering and something else. I didn't even know what record steering was. I had to look that shit up.
Next week for a conference, and then perhaps we'll be looking at a trial early next year. But Hallie, I have to say what you said there was also striking. I watched him today sitting there very humbly in court in a black t-shirt, nodding along with his defense, otherwise just looking very stoic, straight ahead at the judge. It's hard to imagine this is the same man, but the timeline is also staggering. It's one thing to think, oh, that was something that happened a long time ago, but the prosecution today said that these acts, what they're calling sex trafficking and coercion, all continued up until this year, Hallie, and started as far back as 2009. So this was not a brief window.
Julia Ainsley live for us there outside court in New York. Can you just give a sense really quickly, Julia, before I let you go? Is it just a scene there? I mean, I have to imagine, given who Sean Combs is, it is just a crush of cameras, a crush of people.
It is. It's been really crowded today, and there have been people who've been driving by, sometimes screaming, "Free Diddy." Someone else stood up earlier and said Tupac would be ashamed of Diddy. It's been a lot of people, a lot of public interest here. I will say the court wasn't as crowded as I thought, but still nearly full, and also full of his friends and family who came out.
Thanks for watching. Stay updated about breaking news and top stories on the...
Okay. So I don't know too much about I don't know everything about the case. I'll find another video and watch it or something. But for Corman to say, Corey, make this nigga look like a fucking angel? Corey, what the fuck was you doing to this woman behind closed doors? Cause ain't no motherfucking way she says Sean Combs looks like an angel compared to your ass. Boy, what the fuck was you doing to that woman? You bout need your ass beat. She saying you making this nigga look like an angel. I'm going to catch y'all in the next one. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, turn on post notifications. Send me some shit to react to. Yeah, follow all my socials, and I'm going to catch you fuck nuggets in the next one. Long live Rakim, whore.